Hello, it is Thursday, November 17th, 2022. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It is a Thursday puzzle, which means it may be a tricky one today with a tricky or complex or involved theme. We'll have to see. And I know, I've been saying this most days. It shouldn't be true tomorrow, but today is another day on which I have relatively little time, so I will need to solve this quickly. So hopefully it is not too challenging. And this tiresomely and repeatedly abbreviated edition of this crossword has been brought to us by Kathleen Quinn, Cortidiophile, and, as always, the inestimable Hood Monster, the invaluable Timothy Mark, and the indomitable Shillmaster. So thank you so much to the five of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, for their generous support in bringing us this edition of the Daily Solve and for bringing us this series sustainably day after day. So thank you so much to those benefactors. And if you'd like to join their ranks, you can get the Daily Solve Let's Check the Crosses mug. Just go to patreon.com/Daily Solve or follow the link in the description field underneath the video. But of course, following that same link, you can join the Patreon campaign at any tier and get access to all of the bonus videos that have gone up on the channel to date, as well as the new ones that go up each week. And thank you so much to everybody who has done so. It does keep this channel sustainable, so thank you for that. And you can also, in a link in the description field, join the Daily Solve Discord chat server. Join the Daily Solve Discord. It's free for anybody to do, so that's a nice, fun community. And please do subscribe to the channel, like the videos, tell a friend, etc. Okay, let's get on to the crossword. So, as noted, this is a Thursday puzzle. It was constructed by Huang Kim Fu and Jessica Zetzman. Each of them, neither of them is a debut constructor. Each has constructed just a small handful of puzzles, and I'm not sure if I think they may have previously collaborated with one another, but I'm not certain of that. Anyway, let's see what they have in store for us today. It was edited, as always, by Will Shorts. So let's start solving. Future yearling. I think this is a baby deer. A yearling would be a baby deer about a year old, so a foal, I guess. Let's look at the cross. In play, fair, a fair ball in baseball or something. Let's try these and see if they work. Years ago, once upon a time, small building block, an atom, small building block of matter, for instance. Start to trust. Oh, antitrust, right. So here, the question mark is tipping us onto the fact that the start is just being used to say a prefix for the word trust. Oprah, for one, is an icon, I suppose, a broadcast icon and a sort of, I guess, social icon more broadly. Flax fabric, and there's a star, right? So there's an asterisk here, which indicates this is one of our theme clues, and I'm not really sure of how. Right, okay, what about this? Call again on a rotary phone. It's another theme clue. Interesting. Call again on a rotary phone. I'm not sure. Things at camp that can be camp. I don't know, some kind of review that you put on in a talent show or something? I'm not sure. Like a monkey. Okay, let's see. I got to find something more to put in the grid. Anxiety about not being included in modern lingo. FOMO, fear of missing out. There we go. Courier and papyrus for two. Those are fonts. Those are typefaces. Font faces. What would fit in here, and why is this also selected? Whoa, okay. Wow, wasn't expecting that. Look how much of the grid this is. With 42 down, I don't want anything to do with this. Or a hint to the answers to the starred clues. Okay, I think I need more to figure this out. One-eyed Norse god is Odin. Shape is mold or meld. I'm going to mold it into shape. Something fishy, maybe an odor, a fishy odor. And one of about 3.5 in a league is, I guess a league must be around 3.5 miles. Magnetite and malachite, those are ores. Okay, so there we go. You could mine those, I suppose. Okay, well, maybe maybe fonts, maybe something is inside of the word fonts. Foments, that's a word that includes the words font, the font. I'm just trying to think of, often when you see some, oh yes, I don't want to, oh right, yes, leave me out of it. I don't want anything to do with this. The word foments, if we literally leave the word me out of it, we get fonts, which is the answer to this clue, courier and papyrus for 2. Wow, I think that might be it. So leave me out of it. There we go. That's it. Okay, very pleased with that. That's clever. And look how many there are. This is absolutely unbelievable. So here clearly will be the other me. They may be split or bitter. Yes, split ends or bitter ends. And of course, that still forms a word, immense. So there we go. Here we go. Call again on a rotary phone. Redial, I guess. Why does that have to be a rotary phone? We still say redial even when it's not a rotary phone. Rotary phone being the sort of old style phone with the circular, hence rotary dial. I guess touch-tone phones don't literally have dials in the sense of a circular dial, so maybe that's what it's referring to. Okay, what else can we look at with these? This will help us get some letters. Well, here actually we can see it must go here because there's nowhere else it would fit inside the word. No, that's not true. I suppose it could be at the end. There's nothing saying it needs to be in the middle. Anyway, lead into a texter's perspective. I was going to say it would be IMH. Oh, it is IMHO, right. And the ME does go at the end. Okay, so yes, I shouldn't have presumed that. So IMHO for in my humble opinion, and I'm home is just a valid phrase. So that's all it needs to be in order to complete this. We can check those crosses as well. Nettles could be ires, or no, irks may be better than ires. It nettles you, it irks you. Aquatic protection is, I'm not sure. Greeting in Granada, hola. And now would be stat, quickly. Hindu goddess of power, Kali. And raise the roof, you might say. And the aquatic protection is moat. Okay, I was thinking protection in a sort of sea context, but this is instead, it is using a sort of water feature as protection, as opposed to protection inside of a body of water. Okay, energy, vim maybe, as in vim and vigor. Shade is a tint. There we go. I wasn't sure about vim, but that tint looks okay. Mount that inspired the song Funiculi Funicula. Okay, this is a funny story. This Mount Vesuvius. So Funiculi Funicula is an Italian song that you've certainly heard, either in its original form, I think Pavarotti might have sung it, or in one of the absolutely countless sort of parodies and spoofs and adaptations that have been made out of it. And it was composed in the late 19th century. I don't remember the name of the composer, unfortunately, but it was composed in the late 19th century I think it was for the opening of the funicular on Mount Vesuvius. And so it was essentially, it's a song about how great it is to watch a funicular go up and down. It's basically, this is a great thing. I think funicula means, or funiculi, I'm sorry, however you pronounce it, refers to it sort of going up and down. And Richard Strauss, the composer, was in Italy some years after it was composed, not long after it was composed. It was still a sort of relatively recent song, and Strauss thought it was some kind of ancient Italian folk song, so he just used the melody in his own work, thinking he was just incorporating sort of the Italian folk tradition. And the composer sued him successfully for plagiarism, because it was absolutely not a folk song. It was a current composition. Anyway, like I say, you've definitely heard this, whether you know it by name or not. Okay, let's keep going. High def. Why did I use all that time? I just said I don't have very much time today. It's just such a ridiculous and good story, and because everybody knows this music, basically. Okay, high def flat screen is some kind of TV, an LED TV maybe? LCD, I'm not sure. Probably a TV of some sort. And combos rhythm section, maybe. I assume this means a combo in the sense of a jazz combo or something, a rhythm section maybe. Not sure. Facility formerly known as Orchard Field, right, O'Hare. This I was reminded of this recently when I was wondering why Chicago O'Hare Airport, why the airport code is ORD, and it's because it comes from its original name, Orchard Field, so the ORD that encloses, that sort of, not encloses, but bookends Orchard Field. Oh, a combo's rhythm section might be a trio, I see. So maybe they mean you might have a three-piece rhythm section. Okay, fair enough. In other words, three musicians comprising the rhythm section in the combo. Okay, martial arts tier. Oh, dawn, as in first dawn, second dawn, that kind of thing in martial arts. So high def flat screen, it does look like it's probably, is it LCD? I think it's LCD. Body parts rested at, I mean, you can get LCD TVs. Sorry, I don't mean I'm just wondering if there are other possibilities that I'm not thinking of, but I know LCD is one of them. Body parts rested at the optometrists. You rest your chin, right, on some of the machines that you need to have your eye right up against. And some iPads, iPad minis, that's a model of iPad, and cut of pork. Oh, it's a loins, right? I forgot about this. So, oh, this is a fun one. So, pork loin becomes lo mein when our me that we're meant to leave out becomes part of it. And oh, and here we go, linemen. So, linen is our flax fabric, and the inclusion of me becomes lineman. So there we go. Natural theology would be deism. So there's, I suppose the natural theology, that's referring to some kind of more sort of, I don't know, animist kind of theology, I guess, in this case. Promo. Oh, right, look at this. It just says the me right there. Oh, promo. Mead, maybe? The sort of honey-based alcoholic beverage often associated with, I guess, the medieval period. But anyway, it's just ad for promo. That's it. That's a nice, I like that we got one that where half of it is the me. Like a monkey is simian. There we go. The sort of creature it is. And things at camp that can be camp. Well, it probably ends with an S. Southern quencher. Oh, sweet tea. I don't know that I've ever had southern sweet tea, but I know that it's a thing in the South, in the southern United States. Phaser setting is stun, and there are two in the Greek mnemosine. Oh, muse, the Greek letter, I think that must be what it is. Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is. There's something we need to discuss. Let's talk, you might say. Peeved. Sore, perhaps? Oops. Ah. And suffix in the name of 7 UN members. Stan, I would think. Right, okay. Then Kazakhstan, that kind of thing. Starters are, I'm not sure. Serving that might have a solid heart or simple tulip design. Serving. A latke, maybe? Potato pancake? Doesn't really seem right. I don't think that's right. What am I missing here? Just trying to think of a food. No, it doesn't have to be food, I guess. It could be a drink. Oh, right. It could be a coffee drink. It could be a latte art. Solid heart or simple tulip. Right. Okay, those sounds like those. I think I can even picture what those specific designs would be on latte art. Okay. Saison après le printemps would be été, so season after the spring. So summer in French is what we're looking for here. And starters, I still can't see this one. Homophone of 6 down. Oh, it looks like knead, maybe? Press and fold, right. Press and fold would be to knead, as in bread dough. Oh, so this would be knead as in knead, the verb, in the past. So yesterday I kneed that guy. He was being a real jerk is what this would be. Okay. To cheer somebody could be to elate them. And starters, Why can't I still see this? This is so strange. What about this? With 42 down, I don't want anything to do with this, or a hint to the answers to the starred clues. Oh, no, sorry, right. That's the revealer we've already solved. I always do that. Important closing document. Okay, well, the starters A team. Right, you're starting, for instance, in a match, in a game. The starters could be the A team, the people who start. Okay, so we take the ME out, and we're left with what? A deed, maybe. So the deed to a home, if you've bought a home, for instance. And of course, with the me, we have deemed. They may be dig in your heels, people might say. Put out, not sure. Actress Kirk of Mozart in the Jungle. Oh, I know that's a show. I never saw that. Not sure. Musical partner of learner. A learner and low? Is it? This is the way I always want to spell low when it comes up. And I think the name of the store, I always want to spell it this way, but then it's not. Okay, it could be Lola or Leela or something like that. Lola Kirk, maybe? Put out. Not sure. French developed form of cooking in a precisely temperature controlled water bath. Right, sous vide. I think, like a lot of people, I went through a phase where I was doing a lot of sous vide cooking. Haven't recently because I don't have an actual sous vide device at the moment. It actually is a really great way to cook certain things. I should get one of those again. Unfresh air. Smog, maybe? A couple could be an item, two people, a couple, an item. College dorm, maybe? Not sure, that seems pretty vague, but maybe. College founded by Henry VI, right? So Eton College, the private preparatory school here in England. And college, it does look like college dorm, doesn't it? One parked at a park in brief. Oh. Is it an RV? The only reason I'm as parked at a trailer park, the only reason I'm slightly skeptical of that is because Merv is a proper noun, and proper nouns can be in the puzzle. It's just a little bit more surprising in this context to me. But let's look at the crosses. Okay, so that would be college dorm in that case. And member of a noted septet. Envy. Oh, as in the seven deadly sins. Right, okay. So Emmy is an award that sounds like two letters of the alphabet, M-E, and in fact, they are the two letters we've been spelling throughout this grid. What a great final clue. This is a very nicely constructed puzzle, and also just look how much of it is thematic. It's quite impressive. Okay, put out, douse, as in, and doused in the past, right? Put out yesterday. Doused a flame or, doused a fire, that kind of thing. Okay, number 5 on Billboard's Best Rappers of All Time list. Names will be the answer here, and Nas is the rapper minus the M-E, and, sorry, it took me a moment there for some reason for my brain to work. Uruguay neighbor, I was trying to remember the pronunciation, and I hope I did properly. Uruguay neighbor is Argentina. And goaded with on is egged on. Cameron in Hollywood, Cameron Crowe, the director of Almost Famous, one of my favorite movies. And notability is eminence, maybe? An eminent name in one's field? Notable name, that sounds right. NYC Cultural Institution. MoMA, maybe, the Museum of Modern Art. I'm sure there are other New York City cultural institutions that would fit there, but that one has an M and looks like it fits. Proboscis could be a snout of an animal, such as what was the one we discussed the other day? An anteater, I guess. Someone wrote me a comment about an anteater's proboscis. Wrote me a comment. Grammy-winning Jones, Nora Jones, and a menorah. A menorah is obviously an item, related to Jewish custom. And then hovers is looms, and that's fine. And Serra da Estrela, Portuguese mountain range. Okay, I wouldn't have known that one, so I'm glad we got it with the crosses. Okay, great. And I think I looked at everything else over there. So things at camp that can be oh, right, skits. Okay, so I was sort of on the right track, thinking of the sort of the review at the talent show, but that might, perhaps that review would be comprised of skits. So there we go. And coming along behind is In Tow and Spike Lee, maybe, the film director. And then Melee would be the word we've created, which looks perfectly plausible. And It'll Be All Right, it's just for filling out the phrase. And the lowest part of the glacier is the toe. Okay, I don't think I knew that terminology either, but that's it. And there we have it. That is the Thursday crossword. I thought that was great, really well constructed. I'm just impressed by how many of these theme answers they got in. I suppose these are all fairly normal words to fit in, so they just needed to, I mean, finding words with me in the middle, I guess, compared to some of the sort of linguistic treasure hunts that constructors need to embark upon in order to fill these grids, I suppose this one's relatively straightforward, but I think they've compensated for that straightforwardness by just having an absolute boatload of answers. I mean, look at all of these. It's just, I'm not even going to read them all. There are so many. So well done to Huang Kim Vu and Jessica Zetzman. I think that was very nicely constructed and really just a great little flourish at the end to conclude the puzzle with M-E, M-E, the two letters that can be found everywhere in our Leave Me Out of It theme. So yeah, well done. And let me know how you managed with this puzzle in terms of the overall difficulty level, the theme, when you twigged the theme, I guess. So I didn't have linemen. It was, I guess the first one I filled out was foments, and that was the one that sort of tipped me off to what was going on. And then I might have gone back from that to fill out linemen. I can't remember. Or maybe amends. In any case, really fun puzzle. Really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed the theme. And that's that. And that's that for today's video as well, because like I said, I do need to be clawing back as much time as I can manage. So I will be back tomorrow for the Friday puzzle when I should be less time constrained, I think. And until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Thursday. Take care.